Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. Today, I think everyone was a bit late. Can we just make sure that next time everyone will be on time? Normally, the classroom will be opened at 10:30, but not later than 9:45, 11:15. So if everyone can start joining the classroom, coming online, so that at 11 o'clock exactly we can start the lecture, because we have a lot to do, So let's not fall behind. Anyway, so we are. So first, can you confirm that you hear me before everything's fine? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so if you remember, we have started the natural things in the medicine. Just to refresh your memory, the medicine that we're going to study, okay, so it is in two parts. The first part, it is theoretical part, and then practical part. The theoretical part, we will be studying three things in it. Natural things, we call it tabi'iyat. Necessary things, we call it daruriyat. And the principles related to the illness. Okay, so the natural things are 7, necessary things are 6, and principles of the illness are 3. Okay, so three things, which is symptoms, definitions, okay, and then analysis of the reasons. Okay, so anyway, the natural things, 7 points that we have to study about the natural things. So what are these 7 things? First is, so we have studied about the anasir, if you remember, the primary elements. Okay, and then I have explained that among the philosophers there is big disagreement. Okay, if it is only 1 or 3 or 4, all of them are our scholars of Greek medicine. Okay, so because in Indian medicine as well as in Chinese, they disagree with us. Okay, so according to some it is 5, and according to some it is 3, but according to us, official position that it is 4. Okay, and the second thing that we spoke about, it was mizaj. Okay, just to refresh your memory again, mizaj, linguistically, it is coming from the root of mazaja yamzuju. Mazaja means mixing. So you will say mazajtu sukkara bil halibi. Okay, or mazajtu, you say azayta bid-duhni. So I have mixed the oil with fat, or I have mixed the sugar with the milk. So mazaja, mizaj. Okay, so mixing. So and then what is the philosophical definition of the mizaj? The definition of the mizaj is, it is the condition which occurs after the primary elements mixing. Do you understand? So when air and dust mixes, it produces some condition. Do you understand? So that is the mizaj. So based on the definition, based on the philosophical definition of the mizaj, you can assume that primary elements should not have mizaj, because mizaj only occurs after mixing, but primary elements are not mixed. Understand? I say yes, you are right, but metaphorically they call that condition, the initial condition of the primary elements, as mizaj also. Understand? So they say, what is the mizaj of the, you can say, soil? Primary element. Soil is primary element. We're not talking about the soil that we can see it here, but even that soil is mixed of the primary elements. But the soil dust that we're talking about, it is a very simple and primary element. So even that has got mizaj, which is cold and dry. Understand? Now question, if mizaj, it is condition which occurs after mixing, so then soil, which is the primary element, should not have any mizaj. I say yes, you are right, but so what it has is, it is initial condition. But sometimes they may call even the initial condition of the primary element as mizaj, but that is metaphorically, because literally the definition of the mizaj is not applicable on the primary elements. Okay, so it is something to contemplate about. Okay, so you should not you should stay switched on when reading the books. If you remember, we said mizaj, so everything has got mizaj in this universe. Okay, so it includes the minerals and rocks and animals, humans, water, oceans, everything, as well as time, seasons. Okay, so everything has got its own mizaj. Okay, so if there would not be mizaj, maybe half of the, you can say, strength of the herbalist would disappear. Okay, so even over 50% of our job as herbalists to focus on the mizaj. Okay, as we study, you will understand it even better. Now question, so shall we then discuss about the mizaj of everything? So Ibn Sina says yes. So the first thing that we're going to discuss is about the mizaj of the seasons, mizaj of the time, seasons of the year. Now let's go to the text, please. I'm using this copy. Okay, so just follow me on this copy. As I think it's the first uploaded copy, okay, in our website. I'm going to read through. So take note. I mean, take this harakat, zabar thing. ذكر أمزجة الأزمنة. So ذكر أمزجة الأزمنة. أقول في الزمان بالتقدير إذ لا سبيل فيه للتحرير ففي الشتاء قوة للبلغم وفي الربيع هيجان للدم والمرة الصفراء للصيف والمرة السوداء للخريف. So that is the actual text. Okay, now let's talk about the season. So the season, it is tricky question. What is the mizaj of the season? So can you identify, or can you set up a general principle which will be very accurately applicable on each single season? Ibn Sina says impossible. So it's not possible that you will make only one statement, one principle, which will be applicable on all of the seasons. Because mizaj is something that it will limit each other. So, for example, the age of a human has got mizaj, as well as season of the year has got a mizaj. So one will be limited by another. How? Let's say that young kids up to the age of 12, their mizaj is hot and wet. Understand? Okay? And in the winter, or let's speak about autumn. Right now it is autumn. So autumn is cold and dry. So hot and wet, the age, and season is cold and dry. So what do I have to say about the person now? So his mizaj will be limited by both of them, his age as well as the season. And it's not only the thing which will limit his mizaj, but also the place where he lives. That will limit also. Understand? So if it is rocky area where he lives, for example, deserts. So desert area has got its own mizaj. So that will affect also, that will limit. So you have to consider all of these surroundings to detect the mizaj of your patient. So does it mean that you will be helpless? No, that's incorrect, because so you will have your patient in front of you. By checking the pulse, you can work out the accurate mizaj of the patient. Understand? But what I'm trying to say is all of these reasons, all of these factors will affect on the mizaj of the person. Okay, so many factors. So I gave you only three: age and the season of the year, as well as the place of living. But we have many others. Okay, for example, in terms of habits, what he eats, does he drink often? So many factors. So we are going to study all of these factors, which will affect on the mizaj of the person. Okay, so anyway, so the first thing is the mizaj of the season. So can you give me very accurate principle which will identify or detect the mizaj of the season? Ibn Sina says impossible. So you cannot set up one principle which will identify the mizaj of seasons, but many other factors. But generally speaking, the in the winter it is phlegmatic mizaj. So the mizaj of the winter season is phlegmatic. Okay, and the mizaj of the spring is damawi, sanguinic. So it is blood, hot and wet. Phlegmatic means cold and wet. Okay, and spring is hot and wet. Okay, and then in the summer it is choleric, yellow bile, which is hot and dry, and in the autumn it is cold and dry, melancholic. So these are the mizaj of the seasons of the year. So we are talking about the solar year. So these are the main things. But now question, so does it mean that as soon as winter is there, so we consider that it became phlegmatic? No, it's never. First of all, what is the meaning of winter? That is a good question. So normally winter in our medicine, in the herbal medicine, it starts between 15th of December till 23rd of December. So that is the beginning of the winter. Okay, and spring starts between about 16th, 15th of March up to 23rd of March, and that's how it carries on. You understand? So our winter normally starts after about 2 to 3 weeks after the official winter of current, you can say solar year. I wouldn't say solar year, but I would say current political calendar. Understand? If you understand what I'm trying to say. So that is the winter. But you should not say that at 21st of December, the melancholic mizaj turns to be phlegmatic. It never happens. But it will be gradually happening, step by step. Understand? So the beginning of the, so you can say late December, it is drier than middle of January. So that will be proper wet. Understand? Because mizaj never turns straight away upside down, but it will be turning gradually. So that's why beginning of the winter, mizaj of the beginning of the winter is different to the mizaj of the end of the winter, as well as these two are different to the mizaj of the middle of the winter. Okay, but overall speaking, it is phlegmatic, yes, cold. Okay, but you should work out by understanding if it is closer to be closer to the autumn season or closer to the spring season. But middle of the season, it will be peak of that, you can say, mizaj. If it is winter, so it is the peak of the phlegmatic mizaj, the strongest as it can be by season. Understand? So that's how you should think about it. Okay, so it means it demonstrates that herbalist, it is the person with very big head, very big brain, because you have to consider all of these nuances, small things, but it may have quite a strong effect. Okay. Now let's go back to the text. Let's get the translation of the text. ذكر أمزجة الأزمنة. So it is explanation, ذكر, explanation of أمزجة, the mizages, plural. So because mizaj, single, mizajani, dual, أمزجة, plural. Al-azmina, azmina is plural of zaman. Zaman means time. Okay, zaman, zamanun, zamanani, dual. Okay, and azmina, it is plural. أقول, Ibn Sina is saying, I declare, I explain that في الزمان, in the season, in the time, بالتقدير, by guessing. Okay, so it's not very accurate. Don't take it to be as like an accurate principle, but just estimation, guess. If, because, if لا سبيل فيه للتحرير, because there is no way, لا سبيل, no way فيه, to speak about the season, mizaj of the season, بالتحرير, accurately, to make like certainty. Okay, so it will be depending on many other things. If it is beginning of the season or middle of the season, or if it's at the end, and many other factors which will affect on the mizaj. Okay. So what is that guessing statement? So he says, فَفِي الشِّتَاءِ, so, fa means so, فِي الشِّتَاء, in the winter, قُوَّةٌ لِلْبَلْغَمِ, it is the strength of the phlegm. Balgham is phlegm. If you remember, one of four liquids of the body. وَفِي الرَّبِيعِ, and in the spring, Rabia is spring, هَيَجَانٌ لِلدَّمِ, dam is blood. Hayajan means excitement, means it will be stronger. So blood will be stronger. وَالْمِرَّةُ الصَّفْرَاء, mirra is bile, safra is yellow, feminine, yellow. Al-mirratu الصَّفْرَاء, so the yellow bile, it will become stronger. لِلصَّيْفِ, in the summer, صيف is summer. وَالْمِرَّةُ السَّوْدَاءُ, and the black bile, sauda means black, black bile is لِلْخَرِيفِ, so that is going to be in the Kharif is autumn. So that is everything to do with this season. Now, there are few issues to be mentioned about this season. So, do we consider the solar season or lunar? So actually, we do both. We work with both. Okay. So the solar calendar, it will be more towards the, you can say, permanent things in you. So it is about your health, your character, and etc. And the lunar calendar, it will be about changing one. So how to explain it? So it's more like incidental, things which occur to you, but not the permanent things which is in you. Understand? So your illness will be measured by lunar calendar, but your temperament, your character, and the potential illnesses will be determined by your by solar calendar. Okay, so don't worry, we're going to study all of that in specializing course, but just so that you will not be you will not become that literalist, because Ibn Sina in one place said that it's only solar, so No, no, don't be like that. Okay, Ibn Sina speaks about it, but in different places in his book, you know. So that's one of those things. So does it mean that we are astrologists? I would say, to some extension, yes, we are. But we don't predict the future. That's only the problem. You know? We're astrologists. Do you know? Have you seen this in the movies? You know, this big turban with the pictures of stars and moon. You know, astrologists, alchemists, astrologists. So we are astrologists. You know. Potential illness does not mean that it's actually going to happen. Potential illness means, so because you're melancholic, cosmologist, yeah. So melancholic person, so what is the natural illness of the person with melancholic inclination of the nature? So we say cancer, depression, okay, and that type of things, you know, OCD, you know, that type of disorders and that type of psychological problems, different types of tumors. So that is the naturally occurring illness. Okay, so these will be determined, potential list of illnesses will be determined by solar calendar. But the actual incidence which will happen, so most of the time that will be measured and not determined, but measured by the lunar calendar. Okay, so that's why in the specializing course, we're going to study the astronomy, but not the contemporary astronomy, which does not explain our medicine, because contemporary astronomy is detached from medicine, from the health. But the ancient astronomy, because that is linked one with another. Now, next, ذكر أقسام النام. If you remember, we already mentioned that alchemy is slightly different to the medicine. Okay, but there are few places in which they come across, they just meet each other. You know? So in here, Ibn Sina is going to make them to meet each other because in terms of terminologies, you know, or else it's undetachable from one another. Anyway, so if you, nami in Arabic language is coming from the root of numu. Nama yanmu means growing, growth. So human growing, and tree growing, animals growing, growing. Okay, so that is numu. Nami is the subject, it is the object that grows, growing object. Okay, and now according to medicine, minerals and metals are not classed as growing. Understand? So it is the place in which Ibn Sina is going to talk about mineralogy. So it shows that he had good understanding. So he had me also, because in his main works he tries to deny that. You know, there are few places in which he very critically and you can say quite harshly crashed into the principles of the alchemy. Okay, but in here we can say that there was something political. I don't know what was the actual thing, but in here he is using the actual alchemist terminologies, because according to alchemy terminology, minerals and metals are also part of this group called anami, growing. Okay, but as I have explained, there are two types of matters. Okay, in Arabic language, in the philosophical term, we call it mutalazlis and mutakhalkhal. So, but both grows according to the alchemy. So, but because they are different type of nature, so their growth are different. So, in the growth of the mutakhalkhal, which is human and everything, so the growth of that is by expanding. Understand? But then in the mutalazlis subject, which is the minerals and the stones and the metals, it still grows, but growing is different because it's not mutakhalkhal but mutalazlis. But how do we determine the age and the growth? So that is by strength, you know, by strength, and there are a few other aspects that which alchemists do, you know. Obviously, I'm more Ibn Sina side in this issue. I don't understand what alchemy is. I don't believe in it. Maybe if there are some people who practice it, so I do welcome it. But I'm more into the medicine. Okay, so that is my specialty. Okay, but anyway, Nubu is applicable on the minerals and metals only in the, according to the alchemist terminologies. But according to our terminology, Numu does not include the minerals and metals. But for some reason, Ibn Sina in here, he is using the alchemist terminology. Okay, so do not mix it. ذكر أقسام النامي. Let's read the text first. ويقسم النامي لضرب المعدن وللنبات ولحي البدن ما قهر الجسم فمن دواء منها وما أنمى فمن غذاء مزاجها يدرك بالمذاق وبالقياس الصائب المصداق للحلو والملح وذو المرارة لليبس والحريف للحرارة وكل طعم عفص وحامض لليبس والبرد وكل قابض وكل مائي وما لا طعم له فإنها أمزجة معتدلة وكل ذي دهن فحار رطب والبارد الرطب تفه عذب. That is the actual text. Yeah, so Sayyid Yahya, I think we'll have to introduce now this Isaac Newton. As far as I know, he was also alchemist, you know, Isaac Newton. Yeah, so Ibn Sina made quite strange stance towards alchemy, you know, so it's very strange. So anyway, let's go to the translation, and then as we translate, we try to comment on it. Zikru, explanation of aqsam, types of nami. Nami, as we said, it is the object that grows. Okay, so according to us, it does, according to the medical condition, it does not, medical term, it does not include the minerals and metals. Okay, but that includes it in the alchemy term. But for some reason, Ibn Sina is using the term of alchemists. So يقسم النامي لضرب المعدن. So the nami is split into several categories. The first category is ma'dan. Ma'dan is it is mineral. Okay, but in here Ibn Sina means anything which is coming from the mining. Okay, so it is mineral as well as metal also. So as you see, it is pure alchemist, you can say, definition. So the nami, this term includes three categories. So anything which is coming from the mining, minerals and metals, walin nabati, and the plants, okay, and vegetables and fruits, walihayy badani, and a live body. In here he means haywan, animals, which includes the humans also. So all of them fall under the category of anami. Okay, but as I said, and NAMI in the alchemist terminology has got three category. Okay, but in our term, in the medical term, it has only two. Okay, so when you say NAMI, it automatically excludes the minerals and metals. So ما قهر الجسم فمن دوائه. So how do we differentiate between the medicine in terms of tablets, like medicine, medical objects, and the foods? Do you know the things which we consume? How to distinguish if what we're consuming is medicine or food? So Ibn Sina gave very beautiful definition for each of them. So anything that you consume, anything which forces your body to change its mizaj, the mizaj of your body, so that is medicine. Okay, and anything which causes growth in your body, that is food. Okay, it is the most brilliant differentiation between these two. So changing the mizaj of your body on healthy way. So it's not because of its decomposition, because decomposed food also can change the mizaj of your body. So we're not talking about that. Okay, but we're talking about the initial effect of the substance that you are consuming. Okay. So now, when you let's say that when you consume a ruby or clove, so even if you eat a lot of cloves, it does not cause growth in your body, expanding or etc., or becoming fat, but it forces your body to transform the mizaj of your body under the mizaj or into the mizaj of the cloves. Same thing about ruby, same thing about silver. Understand? So any substance that you consume forces your body to accept its mizaj, the mizaj of the substance, consumed substance, that is medicine. Okay, and anything which makes your body to expand, so that is food and not the medicine. Obviously, it is, you can say, general statement, but it will have its own certain, you can say, nuances, which we will learn in the future, especially in the second semester, when you will start studying the encyclopedia, herbal encyclopedia. Okay, and so in that you will learn that it is general statement, but yet some of the food will affect on the mizaj, for example, temporarily. So all of the, for example, second degree mizaj, definitely it will affect. And second degree mizaj was rice. Rice is hot in second degree. Okay, so that will change your mizaj, but temporarily. Understand? So, but anything third degree of mizaj and plus and above, so that will change your mizaj permanently or for long term. Understand? So that's why when you will be preparing the remedy and you don't want to affect on the body of your patient by mizaj, you have to make sure that the mizaj of your remedy is second degree or less. Understand? By adjusting, either by picking the herb which is in the second degree of the mizaj, or it will be fourth degree, for example, black pepper, fourth degree in both of heat and dryness. But then you adjust its mizaj to decrease, to make it up to second degree, beginning or middle of the second degree. So it will not affect on the mizaj of your patient, because the problem of your patient is not mizaj, but it is to do with something else. For example, blockage in the cancer. So in the cancer, you don't, in the beginning, to open up the mizaj, you're not really bothered about the mizaj, but what you are bothered is about opening the blockages. Okay, if you remember, we said opening the blockage, it is the secondary effect of the plant. So the first effect is mizaj. So means now anything that forces your body to change its mizaj is called dawa. It is medicine. And anything which causes expansion and growth of your mizaj, that is of your body, that is ghidha, food. مزاجها يدرك بالمذاق. So the mizaj of all of that could be detected by taste. So you just pick up something and then you test it. Okay. So from there you can know the mizaj. Keep in your mind, just to remind you one more time, there are three level effect of each plant. What are these three levels? So the first level is mizaj. So your patient, his problem is, his illness is only disbalance in the mizaj. So it didn't stay for long to damage the organs. So only if you adjust the mizaj, it is done. So it means you then look for the plants with a suitable mizaj. So that is the first effect. And the secondary effect of the plants, that is a bit more complicated. For example, open, widening, tightening, releasing, digesting, decomposing. Okay, so all of that, pushing, holding, so all of that is secondary effect of the plants. Understand? And third effect of plants is when plants get together, it produces a new type of effect. So that's what we call the third type of effect. Okay. Now, what Ibn Sina actually is talking about is detecting the first effect of the plant, which is only mizaj. So that could be done just by tasting. Okay, but also some of them, secondary qualities of the plant, could be detected by tasting. Okay, but right now we're not talking about that. Only about being hot, wet, dry, cold. Only these four mizajes. So that's what we're talking about right now. So Ibn Sina says the first category of the qualities, initial first level qualities of the plants and minerals could be detected by the taste. That's what he's saying. Mizajuha, the mizaj of all of them, three categories of nami, minerals, plants, and animals, that could be known, yudraku, could be detected, could be assumed, could be learned, bil madaqi, by tasting it, by tasting, trying it. وبالقياس الصائب المصداقي, and also by certain principle which is very accurate, in terms of its result. So if you apply it correctly, so its result will be automatically authentic. But anyway, just for your information, so this principle sometimes will have some exemptions. So do not be deceived. So for example, in my own experience, you know the sweetener. So because sweet taste, its mizaj is hot and dry. So anything which is sweet, straight away you have to say it is hot and dry. Honey, okay, so anything which is sweet. Okay, mango, for example. But then question, but what about this chemical sweetener? So I don't know exactly, but in my own experience, it is cold and dry. Well, isn't it that it is sweet? I say yes, but the sweetness of the sweetener is not natural. In my understanding, you know, the natural sweet, it is different to the artificial. So artificial sweet, it plays with your nerves. You know, I don't know how they do it, because I'm not a chemist and I'm not alchemist also. So, but somehow it plays in your nerves. But the actual taste of the sweetener is bitter, you know. If you convert it into the natural taste, it is really bitter, hot actually, stinging hot, bitter, you know. But I don't know how they make it to So when you consume it, it looks like to be sweet, you know. I don't know. So in my own understanding, it is some type of combination of chemical things, but its end effect is the effect of cold and dry. Understand? So it's, I don't know how. It's just perfect design, chemical, electronic, I don't know, chemical, some type of design, you know. So that's why be careful now when you will be testing the mizaj of the contemporary things by tasting, by its taste. So be a bit cautious about that, okay? So that's what he's saying. So you can detect the mizaj of the all of the types of anami. In terms of consuming it, um, you know, the human body is natural thing, you know. So making these type of electronical things, I don't know, definitely it will have its own negative effect somehow. I don't say don't consume it, but you have to be careful about it. So that's why when Ibn Sina says وَبِالْقِيَاسِ الصَّائِبِ الْمِصْدَاقِ, so it could be tested by very reliable principle. Qiyas means analyzing something, reasoning. As-sa'ib means correct, accurate. Al-misdaq is result. So its result is accurate. So if you implement the principles of testing the mizaj of the plants and minerals, so its effect, its result is accurate and correct. Okay, so what is the principle? So that what he says, al-hulu, the sweet, wal-malih, and salty, وذو المرارة, and the bitter ones, لليبس, so all of them are dry. Okay, but does it also mean hot also? We say yes, but the level of the heat is exactly on the same order as Ibn Sina mentioned. So the sweet things are hot, but not the highest level, in the beginning level of the heat. The salty is hot, but more in heat than sweet. And then the bitter things are above all of them, sweet and salty. والحريف للحرارة. الحريف is, you know, hot, like a spicy, you know, a black pepper, the sweet, I mean the taste of that, hot. Okay, so all of them is للحرارة. So all of them are hot and dry, but it's exactly on the same order. It will be the level of the strength in heat and dryness. Keep in your mind, in total we have 4 levels of the mizaj. Okay, we're going to learn all of that for your information. Now we say the first level, it is the mizaj which does not affect. Okay, for example, water. Okay, it is wet but does not affect. Okay, does not change your mizaj into wet. Unless you do it for a lot, you know, then it will fill up your body. Then yes. Okay, and the second degree of the mizaj, it is the plant which affects on your mizaj but temporarily. Okay, temporarily. Rice, for example, carrot. Okay, so it changes your mizaj, but then your mizaj falls back to the natural mizaj without taking any remedy. Naturally comes back. Okay, third degree of mizaj, it is the plant which changes your mizaj, not temporarily, but permanently. And in order to bring it back, you have to take another remedy. Okay? And the fourth category of the remedy, it is the remedy which changes your mizaj permanently, but also it is poisonous also. It kills, destroys, damages. So the difference between the 3rd degree and the 4th degree, in the 3rd degree, it changes permanently but does not damage your body. But in 4th degree, it changes permanently, also it damages your body. Okay, so the 4th category, because of its damage, we call it ad-dawa'u summi, means it is poisonous plant, poisonous remedy. Okay, because of its mizaj. So normally, when you will be using some plant of the 4th degree of the mizaj, regardless if the 4th degree in heat or cold or wetness or dryness, regardless, so you will be adjusting its side effect. I mean, avoiding its side effect by adjusting its mizaj. Okay, so all the time, the remedy where there is plant of the 4th degree, it will be composite. You hardly find one remedy with only one plant of the 4th degree, but as a minimum there will be 2 or 3 remedies, I mean herbs together, just in order to avoid the side effect of the plant of the 4th degree. Okay, so now we know sweet, salty, bitter, and hot. All of these tastes mean that it is hot and dry plant. Now, what about the cold one? So he says, وَكُلُّ طَعْمٍ عَفْصٍ وَحَامِضٍ. Afs is, it is the taste which makes your face like this, this. And hamid is sour. So these two tastes, as well as third one, which is coming, qabid. Qabid is, do you know, for example, sometimes you eat something, okay, and then it just tightens up your mouth. Okay, for example, try this. Balila. Okay, or you may not know. You know, yellow harad. So when you taste it, you feel that your tongue is becoming like dry, just like a drying up, like a tightening, So that is qabid. So all these 3 tastes are for lil-yubsi wal-bardi. So it is cold and dry. Okay, so anything which is sour, okay, or tightening, qabid, or afs. Afs means anything which makes your face like this, So it's like sour. Okay, different type of sour. So all of the sour, all types of sour and tightening tastes, all of them are cold and dry. وَكُلُّ مَائِيٍ وَمَا لَا طَعْمَ لَهُ. And anything which is watery and tasteless things. Okay, for example, most of the types of cucumber, it does not have a taste. Understand? Obviously, some of them has a taste. Okay, just a bit sour, very mild sour. So we say it is very mild cold in the beginning of the first level. But most of the types of the cucumber, it is mu'tadil, because it's tasteless. There is no any taste in it. So when you eat it, it does not have a taste. It's not sweet, okay, and it's not sour, okay, as well as it's not hot. It does not have a taste. Okay, so we call it some type of tasteless. So that is mu'tadil in terms of hot and wet, because it does not have a taste.